Tal, wonderful to see you as always. Would you mind introducing yourself to our audience? Tal Kramer.
Tal Kramer, Atlanta chapter, owner of Avalon Property Management.
Absolutely. So wonderful to see. We're here at Nationals, which is always a great place to reconnect with all of our friends, to see each other. What are you looking to see at Nationals this year? What's the most exciting thing that's going on this year?
I don't think there's a specific thing. My goal at these conferences is always, what can I learn to make my business better, make my business more profitable, make my business more efficient? And it's like, I think Matthew Tringali has a great thing. What nugget can you grab?
Yeah.
What nuggets could you? And that's the beauty of, what NARPM offers.
Now, it's early. It's early. It's the first actual day of the conference. Have you picked up a nugget yet?
Not quite, but there was a good session about, what you're looking for in your hiring. And it was an interesting comment that the speaker made about not looking to fill a person, but identify the position and find a person that fits that position. Instead of the common mistake is, I think you'd be a good employee, but maybe you're not the right employee for the position that we actually have need today.
What do you think is the hardest position to find someone to fill?
I would say it's probably got to be sales. Because most of the other positions, most of other positions can be done remote. And they're processes. So if you've documented your processes, you can train somebody in your process. What you can't train is somebody to have that positive attitude, experience, communication skill when it comes to sales. And similarly, I would say the next most difficult is having the communication skills to deal with conversations with owners and conversations with tenants.
Splitting the two.
As opposed to just being a clerical position where you're emailing, texting, that kind of stuff.
What is your favorite part about doing property management? You've done this for enough time. That you've got experience in a lot of different avenues of property management.
We're very much focused on service. We're not looking for every door that we can get. My attitude from day one is I want my doors to be more profitable instead of being more doors. And what I enjoy the most is the people interaction. You know if you're doing a good job for people. One of the things I focus on very, very heavily is liability that most management companies do not focus on. And helping the owner, because most of them are, the accidental or reluctant landlords, helping those people understand here are things you need to think about to protect yourself. And, like setting up an LLC for your property. And I'll talk to people who I might be the third or fourth management company they've spoken to, and you're the first person that told me about that. And it's like, that doesn't affect my bottom line, but if you're valuable to me as a human being, I need to tell you what you need to think about. Sure, adult, make your own decisions.
But here's a good idea.
But here's something to think about so that you can best protect yourself. And I often, in the onboarding conversation or in the lead conversation, I'll say to them, look, hopefully you like us and you want to come on board. But even if you don't, I really suggest that you do this with whatever company you go to.
Absolutely.
Because you're looking out for their interests. So that's rewarding.
It's very interesting that we talked about nuggets and Matt Tringali. Take a nugget. How many people probably could take so many nuggets from you? What is the thing that you wish more property managers knew? What is something that you wish more property managers did to elevate this industry as a whole?
I think it's a very broad question, but a couple of things I'll think. I wish they were thinking more about the clients than just, it's got to be good for your business as well, but think about the client. I wish that more people were thinking about profit, not just revenue. And it was interesting. I was fortunate to speak at, I think it was San Antonio on a panel. And we're talking about profit and revenue. And one of the first things I said is, if you track your revenue per door, please stand up. 400 some odd people through. Just a little over half even stood up. So there's the first problem.
It's true.
And then I said, okay, if your revenue per door is over $1,000 a year, remain standing. Some sat down. $2,000 a year, more sat down. I said $3,000 a year, and there were only 4 people standing in the room. I said, anybody over $3,000 a year? And nobody was standing. And that's when I told them our revenue last year was over $4,300 per door. So it's not about the common question, well, how many doors do you manage? Now, no question, if you're a company that handles lots of doors, you have very different issues than a company like mine and 150 doors.
Correct.
You've got management, and you've got staff, and you've got, are you going to be department? Are you going to silo?
Yeah.
So many other things that, we're blessed that we haven't had to think about yet.
Yeah.
But the point is, I would rather have half the number of doors at the same revenue
Absolutely.
than have to deal with managing twice the number of doors and all that goes with that.
I think a lot of people, when they think scaling, I think you're right. Scaling, people think that's units. I've got to carry more doors. That's how I scale. I spend a lot of time talking with people about what that should mean for them. Scaling, profit, income, how much money you make, you can scale without landing a single new door. You can scale your company, getting bigger, having more availability for time for yourself, because that's the goal. The goal is to,
well, to give you a good example,
enjoy your life.
I was talking to somebody earlier today, and we were talking about revenue. And, and we're talking about, what do you learn from NARPM? Why am I involved? And I'm now the president-elect of the Atlanta chapter. Why do I want to give back? But I said, here's the first example. We used to have a non-refundable pet fee, take out our management fee, and give the rest to the owner.
Yeah.
Okay, then we learned from others, let's keep that pet fee, and we'll give the owner a guarantee about pet damage.
Absolutely.
Twice as much money.
Gosh, yeah.
Okay? And then we were like, let's charge a monthly pet fee on top of it. And then it was like, another phase was, we're using pet screening. Why don't we finally adopt the score? We originally started with pet screening just because I didn't want to deal with, is it an EFA or is it not?
Oh, yeah.
I didn't care about the revenue side. But now, so now we've got revenue based on the score.
Yeah.
And then we picked another nugget, somebody else, that it's like, if they have a pet, charge them an annual pet inspection fee.
Oh, very interesting.
And we're sending out, we use Onsite Pros, great vendor. We're sending out Onsite Pros to do an every 12-month periodic. So now we're incurring that expense anyways. Let's charge the tenant for a pet inspection fee and make sure they haven't screwed up. And all those are just the different phases relating to just pets.
Yeah.
And,
oh my gosh.
And it's like, I was
scale your business like this.
Yeah.
This is a much more controllable way to scale your business than hope that you find a salesperson, which is the hardest person to find. Can I find another salesperson to grow me this way? Or can I scale my business through smart, efficient property management vendors, people that can make my life easier? So I have more time to do the thing that I'm good at, right?
Right.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
It's absolutely, yeah.
It's just a question, and this is what I love about NARPM. It is just an unbelievable sharing organization. One of our past presidents of our chapter calls it our NARPM family.
Yes.
I've repeated that 1,000 times.
Well,
it really is, because you come here, and Michael McCreary said it best one year at our chapter. Our competition is not each other.
Yeah.
Our competition is the 65-70% of people that are self-managed. So let's help each other get better.
Yeah. Because our rising tide raises all ships, right? I don't remember if that's specifically Clint or if that's, Trent, or which one of our friends says that frequently, but I love that idea of how we can all help each other get better.
And we do in this organization.
This is exactly what I needed, and that's why I wanted to speak with you. Thank you so much, Tal. Absolutely wonderful. Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.